5 sensational spider species. Number 5. Plant-eating spider. There is a plant-eating spider on this planet. Native to areas with acacia vegetation in southeastern Mexico and northwestern Costa Rica, Bagheera kiplingi feeds on protein and lipid-rich Belgian bodies, small extensions found on the tips of the acacias on which this species lives. Originally discovered in the 1800s, the spider was named by naturalists after Rudyard Kipling due to the author's references to leaping panthers in the Jungle Book, to which the agility of the spider was compared. In 2001, Eric Olson of Brandeis University discovered the herbivorous behavior in Costa Rica before it was discovered in the Mexican portion of its range by Christopher Meehan from Villanova University. However, there is a complication to living on the acacia plants in the form of a mutual relationship between the plant and the ants residing in the hollow thorns of the acacia. The ants attack animals that try to eat the acacia. In return, the ants feed on the Belgian bodies and shelter in the thorns. Yet, the spiders are able to compete with the ants for Belgian bodies by living on dead leaves where the ants will not go, making forays into the plant to grab Belgian bodies before deftly escaping the ants. In an interesting alternative use of an existing adaptation, these peculiar plant-eating spiders use their exceptional jumping abilities, which in other spider species would be used to secure prey to obtain a meal without being attacked themselves. Rarely, these spiders will feed on the larvae of the dangerous ants, but they are primarily herbivorous, leading an exceedingly unusual life. Number 4. Pelican Spider. The outlandish pelican spiders of Australia, Madagascar, and South Africa set a new standard of strange in the evolutionary advancement of arthropods. Looking uncannily like a tiny replica of its namesake bird, pelican spiders have dramatically extended jaw parts and necks. An elongated neck extends from the animal's small body, with a head on top of the neck that has the angular shape of a real pelican. Tiny eyes are located at the front of the bird-like head, where dramatically elongated chelicerae, jaw-like structures with projecting fangs, extend downward in parallel with the neck and slightly beyond. And form paves the way for rather airy and remarkable function of what some might at first glance imagine to be its quasi-cannibalistic nature. Members of the family Mesosmochinidae feed on a variety of prey items, but the Archaeidae actually feed on, of all things, other spiders, achieving success through a startling and cunning use of their remarkable physiological adaptations. Creeping up to the web of a normal spider, the pelican spider taps the web to mimic the struggle movements of a captured insect. The long neck and fangs assist the pelican spider in reaching into the web without itself being captured. Once the spider comes close, the pelican-esque beak stabs the prey in spear fashion and injects venom through the fangs borne by its tip. After a struggle, the prey is dragged out of the web and consumed. Number 3. Australian jumping spider. Oh, the trials and triumphs of spider courtship. Tales of woe on the fate of hapless male black widow spiders are all too familiar in the annals of natural history. However, another very different species of spider stands out, though its rather peculiar take on courtship. The male Australian jumping spider, discovered in 2014 by Australian photographer and Australian Department of Agriculture staff member Jurgen Otto, is still wary of being attacked by the female. Thus, the male plays hard to get in a slightly coy and even deceptive way to attract her attention. This diminutive spider has small paddles on 2 specially modified legs, which it waves as it plays hide-and-seek behind leaves to impress females. Somewhat heart-shaped, these paddles are structures that stand out as unique assets among spiders known to science. The peekaboo fashion of behavior continues until the female is likely to be in a receptive position and less prone to suddenly attack the male. At this point, the male abandons his display and mates with her, his colorful patterns still standing out in the animal's vegetated habitat. Number 2. SixEyed sand spider. The six-eyed sand spider is a lesser-known and fearsome marvel of nature hailing from the sandy deserts of the southern regions of the African continent. Named after little-known German naturalist Carl Wilhelm Hahn, this species has a remarkable hunting strategy that adds to the mystery around this potentially dangerous species. This sand-colored spider with a 14-centimeter leg span swiftly buries itself in the sand in a manner that has to be seen to be believed. It frenetically digs sand to make room for its abdomen before placing the sand back over most of its body in a sweeping motion like a windshield wiper. With a lifespan of up to 15 years to perfect its hunting technique, the six-eyed sand spider lies buried in sand to conceal its predatory presence, stays motionless until prey comes within striking distance, and then lunges forward to capture its prey. While the prey captured is small, this creepy-looking, prehistoric spider, known to be a living fossil that may recall some crabs in appearance, can survive up to a year on just one meal if it has eaten properly. The genus name Sicarius translates directly to murderer, and this is where the danger to humans comes in, along with a degree of mystery. The six-eyed sand spider has necrotic venom, with effects on humans that are not yet fully known. The bite of this spider is fatal to rabbits within 5 to 12 hours according to tests. While no confirmed human deaths have taken place, a loss of a limb and a fatality are potentially linked to this species. With its hemolytic and necrotic venom causing leaks in blood vessels while destroying flesh through direct cell death, this species may be the most dangerous spider in the world, capable of killing humans in the same manner as smaller mammals. No antivenom exists, either, in case any peace of mind remains. Number 1. Ogre-faced spider. Looking like a fusion of arachnid body parts and robot eyes while acting like the arthropod world's answer to a human net fisherman, the tropical and subtropical spiders in genus Deinopus have eerie faces and exceptional hunting ability. While most spiders have 8 eyes but poor vision, the ogre-faced spiders are named for their bizarre, elongated faces and enormous, posterior median eyes. The enormous eyes resemble a huge pair of binoculars embedded in the spider's face, dwarfing its 6 smaller eyes and lending extraordinary visual capabilities. These abilities include exceptional night vision and clarity of view, enabling prey to be precisely tracked and targeted. If the bizarre, stick-like shape and night vision monster eyes are not enough, this animal is the answer to a human fisherman in the aerial environment. With special hairs on its legs and remarkable dexterity, ogre-faced spiders weave a unique, net-shaped structure in lieu of a typical web. This structure is held between the 4 front legs and hurled upon passing insects, either flying or walking. Flying insects are captured in a backward flinging motion, while a walking insect is caught when the net is pushed down onto the unfortunate creature. Unlike the creations of more normal spiders, this web structure is not actually sticky. Instead, it functions in the same manner as a fisherman's net,